Jail. That's where I would be automatically. Do you know where I would be at? If the shoe was on the other foot and I said, man, this girl that I knew from back in my childhood just was going through rough stuff, and I don't understand why she's just sitting online defending herself and still, like, you know, expressing herself. And, all I did was try to help her out and love on her. That's all I did. All I did was show her nothing but love. That's all I did. All I did was, call her, check on her. When she ain't have nowhere to go, I told her to come over to my house, and, you know, and she broke my heart. Y'all gonna be like, nigga, hold on. What you mean she broke your heart? Like, you gotta explain this. Oh, well, I did all these nice things. I mean, since we just happen to be in my house in the same bed, and I'm just super attracted to her. Like, I wanted her to have my child, and she just didn't. She, uh, she just kept rejecting me, and she broke my heart. Nah, nigga, it sound like you low-key was trying to rape that bitch, and she just wasn't going. No, all I did was trying to love. I was just trying to love on her. Gonna be like, nigga, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? You was trying to what? Did she say yeah? Well, actually, she said no 20 different times. She even got so mad, she went in the other room. She said she didn't want to sleep in the bed with me no more. She just went in the other room. But I let her stay. And the next morning, she was there for a while. Like, I gave her shelter and, help her balance out her energy. Did you help her balance out her energy, or did you provide her with a place to be able to wash herself on a daily basis like a normal person? You see what I'm saying? But, nah, I'm wrong. Because I want to express myself and say, hey, there's nothing wrong with helping people, but you was like on some other shit. Like, tell the truth. Tell the whole truth. Don't just tell the part that make me look bad and make you look like the innocent victim that was victimized and blah, 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 blah. Like a nigga just... Bro, I'm not a fucking dog. You can't just... I'm not a fucking dog. You're not just gonna be like, oh, well, there's a stray dog. Hey. And then just have your way. Like, you gotta understand, when you helping people, that's a person. That's a person, bro. They gon'... And then to try to play, oh, you're just... I don't know, and you be in and out and this and that. Like, no, the motherfucker be... Like, I don't... So, thing for me is just like, you gotta make it... You gotta make it honest. And you gotta be honest. You have to be honest. You gotta be honest. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the grand scheme of things, bro, when I be looking at shit, it's just like, she like, you be online, you be done, and this and that, and you burn, man, listen. Look, man. I'm just kind of over it, bro. Really. Or at least want to be. I want to be over it, so. Want to be over it, so. Just like today, I don't know. the dude that was running shit where I was at last week, it was 3 of us that was working, and he was just like, all 3 of y'all timesheet different. Y'all need to da 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 da. And then he put like, pretty much what we entered in. And so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, all right, this dude got 1 less hour in to me, which makes sense because there was 1 day last week, which I think was like Wednesday. I want to say it was Wednesday. Yeah, it had to be Wednesday or Thursday. But it was one day last week where he did leave before me and the lead. Like, he did leave on time. So he left at the end time of the day. End time said at 3:30, he left at 3:30. You know what I'm saying? I do remember that. Every other day, he left when I left. So, okay, about an hour or 2 short, less than me, that makes sense. Now, the lead, this nigga had like 40, like, he was showing like 4 or 5 hours less than me, and I was like, ain't no way. And that was my response to the email. I said, listen, there's no way that so-and-so only worked this amount of hours last week. I said, we only had two 8-hour days. We only had 2 8-hour days. And then on top of that, there was like 3 days where he stayed longer than the rest of us. I said Monday was the longest day. Monday was pretty much like a 12-hour day. So Monday was the longest day. Everything else outside of that, and he was just like, and dude just kind of was like, don't worry about it. We already got squared. Because, like, I emailed him, like, ain't no way so-and-so only worked this amount of hours last week. Ain't no way he worked this amount of hours last week. Said we only had 2 regular days. I said, in my time that I submitted is true with my lunches and breaks already taken out of. Like, already taken out. So they already accounted for it. And then I turned around and I texted dude, and I was like, ain't no way. I texted Lee. I said, ain't no way you only worked this amount of hours last week. Stop the cap. And nigga started laughing. He texted me back. He started laughing. He said, nah, bro, I worked this amount of hours last week, and I already talked to him about it. And I was like, okay, I just want to make sure. I said, because I already lost money on the drive up here, and I'm not about to lose money on the work that you know what I'm saying, the amount of hours that I work. So it ain't even a thing line. And I started going. I was just like, man, let me go back to my Google Maps and see how long I was there. Oh, bro, I'm not playing this game because I know how long I was there. I enter my time in at the end of every day. Before I leave out, I say, how long was I here? How long was I on lunch? Because really, lunch is the only, like, break that motherfucker takes. So how long was I here? How long was I on lunch? This is my hours. Put that shit in, go home. That's how I was doing it.